We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. is in China to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping and other government leaders and business communities. However, due to COVID-19 restrictions, the chief executive shall not be able to meet the Filipino community in China. DFA Assistant Secretary for Asia and Pacific Affairs Nathaniel Imperial said China is restricting large gatherings at the moment to prevent the spread of COVID-19. China's COVID-19 cases has so far reached more than 28,000 according to the World Health Organization or WHO. Marcos shall be in China until Thursday. The foreign trip is expected to establish direct communication between foreign ministries of China and the Philippines to avoid mishaps in the disputed South China Sea. It is also expected to strengthen the country's ties with China in terms of trade and investment relations. The Philippine Coast Guard warns the public against scammers posing as recruiters in the agency. The PCG said it received reports that about 480 individuals in Bataan were scammed by individuals who misrepresented themselves as PCG auxiliary. The victims, most of whom were security personnel, were asked to pay 15 to 20,000 pesos and quit their jobs to become part of the PCG auxiliary force. The scammers said each member will be receiving 30,000 pesos per month and will be tasked to implement the PCG's livelihood program. The PCG noted their auxiliary members do not receive a salary or allowance. Those who want to become part of the PCG are advised to coordinate with their nearest office. In our provincial news, the Cebu Provincial Police will implement tight security measures for the upcoming Sinulog Festival. This will be the first time in 3 years for an in-person celebration following the pandemic halt. An augmentation team with 600 personnel will support Cebu City Police and other law enforcement units. The personnel will secure major activity areas, including the downtown area to the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño. Cebu Police Deputy Director for Operations Lieutenant Colonel Mark Gifter Sukalit assured that the police response will remain adequate around the province. The Fiesta Señor will officially start at dawn on Thursday with a penitential walk with Jesus procession from the Fuente Osmeña Rotonda to the 457-year-old church. Meanwhile, Rector of Basilica Father Nelson Zerda will preside over a solemn mass at 5 a.m. that will mark the first day of the novena. On Saturday, an early dawn fluvial parade will carry the image of the Santo Niño along the Mactan Channel. Cebu Archbishop Jose Palma will preside the mass for the Fiesta Sunday. The Philippines has won the Gold Award for making the most significant progress in developing a national clearinghouse mechanism website. This is a platform used for biodiversity information. The awarding ceremony was held during the 15th meeting of the Conference of the Parties to the Convention on Biological Diversity in Canada on December 18 of last year. Mexico received the silver award, while Malaysia won the bronze. Meanwhile, the ASEAN Clearinghouse Mechanism received a Certificate of Achievement as an existing regional platform. The Clearinghouse Mechanism website is a platform used by the United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity. It shares significant data to help policymakers make science-based laws and regulation on the conservation of species and protected areas. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and on Radio Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change. Good afternoon, everyone.